Hi, I'm Keith Wojciechowski. I've been a member of Latitude for, I believe, 4 years, since roughly 2019.
Why do you choose to be a member of Latitude 44?
Well, it was recommended to me by my wife, and she was coming here as a yogi for some time, and I figured I would give it a try. At that time, it was the Well, and we had the dual membership. You could do the Well and you could do Latitude. And I like the combination of the fitness classes and the yoga classes. So with the yoga classes, I work on my stability and flexibility, which I found to be a great combination in addition to the fitness classes. Also, I learned some of the great benefits of doing yoga. Because at first, an hour seemed like a long time to me. And I learned that, training my mind and to work with my breath and my movement really helped my fitness overall. And after a while, the 60-minute yoga classes didn't feel like 60 minutes anymore. And to be honest, even the 45-minute move and strong classes didn't feel that onerous anymore as well. And so it just grew on me, and it became a habit. And I just learned to eventually see the benefits and learn to love, the combination of the fitness classes and the yoga classes. And so once I got hooked, I've stayed with it.
Great. What draws you to the fitness classes?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's really so many reasons. First off, I have to move my body. I have to do things that require some kind of motion. I'm just that kind of person. Like, to ask me not to exercise or to move is like asking a child not to play. I have to get out and do things. And so I have to expend that energy somewhere. And so as an adult, the responsible thing to do is to work out. And so I love coming to the fitness classes. But in addition to just the exercise and the movement, I chose the fitness classes because I wanted, I wanted to challenge myself. And the fitness classes definitely will challenge you. And you have these coaches here that can help guide you and challenge you, as well as offer you alternatives. I may mention this a couple times, but I'd recently torn my rotator cuff, and I'm just recovering from surgery. And so I'm, one-armed doing my workouts. And so I wanted to keep the rest of my body fit. And the point is not like, oh, I'm bragging, I'm using one arm. The point is that the coaches were there to really help me find alternatives, and also to be here and be amongst fellow athletes. I could work out with YouTube videos, right? I could work out, and Latitude has the online option, which is great in a pinch. But to be in here with the coaches and with the athletes to push me along, to inspire me, and hopefully, if I'm inspired and I'm moving, I can inspire others. We just kind of feed off each other, and we push each other, and just having that environment and having that vibe really has benefited me as an athlete. And so choosing the fitness classes, after you do it, it just feels like a no-brainer. It really helps to build the habit and keep the habit. Mm-hmm.
If there was something you could share with someone on the fence about trying a move or strong class, what would it be?
Yeah, absolutely. As I mentioned, the vibe of just being in the class with the coaches and the athletes, to encourage you, I would say that some of us need that encouragement, right? We have to get ourselves to the mat or get ourselves out to the gym, and you sign up for the class, and that like your fellow athletes are going to be there, and you could just do your mat. You could just live in that world if you want, in that space. But if you want, you have all the athletes around you, and we're pushing each other. Just non-verbally even, and sometimes verbally too. You know, a workout's getting to be really challenging, and you're feeling exhausted, and you just look over and we're all laughing together. We're all chiding each other. Sometimes we're giving the coach a hard time, for being mean to us. But the coaches are there to push you along, and I have to say, there might be 6 people in the class, there might be 8 people in the class, sometimes there's 2, it just depends on the number of people, but you have the coach walking around the room, working out with you sometimes, but also, helping you like tweak the motion that you're doing to do it properly, or to challenge you, or offering you an alternative. Like I said, there are some things I just simply can't do with my right arm right now, and they'll say, hey, here's a great alternative, why don't you try this? And sure enough, it's the thing to do. And so, having that kind of expertise, it's like having a personal trainer, and yet you're in a room with, other, fellow athletes. So I'm in a class, I was an athlete growing up I competed in college, in high school and college, and all my life. And, and I can push myself really hard, but you have other people in the class that I'm like really impressed with that are just incredible athletes, but also, there's other people that come into the class and it's the first time they're doing a fitness class, and they can just do their thing, and they come back because, they can push themselves as hard as they want. They can find the alternatives to do the things that they need to do to build their fitness. And so there's something for everyone, from no matter where you are. So if you feel like you're, this hardcore athlete, you can come here and you'll challenge yourself and push yourself. If you're somebody who hasn't worked out, in a long time, or maybe not at all, come on by, because you're going to find something here for you, and you're going to have the expertise of the coach. You're going to have an encouraging environment, athletes that are going to inspire you and help you along. So I would say, if you're on the fence, just give it a shot. And if you're doing the yoga and you want something else in addition to that, if you're on the yoga side of the studio and you want to do something in addition to that, I think you would find this to be a great pairing with the yoga and the fitness classes.
Great, thank you, Keith.
Yep, you bet.